We have brand new Frozen content. Yay! Disney just released a new Olaf short called Once Upon a Snowman up on Disney+. And I've seen it, and I'm here to break it down and let you know what I think. Well, hello there. My name's Jeremy and welcome back to Freeform Disney, where I talk about all aspects of Disney, from the animated movies to the theme parks to Star Wars, Marvel, and Pixar, and the TV shows, and everything else in between. And that is why it's Freeform. And keep coming back every day for new daily content. If you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Today we're talking about the new Olaf short that is up on Disney Plus called Once Upon a Snowman. Now this is a quick 7-minute origin story for Olaf, and it is fun all the way through. And heck, it's even touching at moments. And I will tell you, it recontextualizes a little bit of what we already knew from Frozen, and not in any kind of bad way that gives us a retcon to dislike. It was written and directed by Trent Correy and Dan Abraham. Trent Correy, by the way, definitely knows his Olaf. He was our animation supervisor for Olaf and Frozen 2. And also, you might actually remember seeing him if you saw the docuseries Making Frozen 2 up on Disney+. He was over in that 4th episode. And now many of the other people involved in this production right here also read like a who's who from the world of Frozen, and they did a great job. I will say this was unnecessary and completely delightful, so you sure as heck aren't hearing me complain about it existing. So if you haven't seen it, check it out over on Disney Plus if you can. Now I'm going to go ahead and dive on in and start talking about it, so if you don't want spoilers, now is the time to go ahead and mute this or watch another of my videos or something of that nature. Okay, spoilers ahead. So it opens up and we see Elsa singing Let It Go, but we quickly start focusing over on Olaf. And you just see this one coming, that cloak that Elsa lets fly, you know it's gonna hit Olaf. And it does. And he goes flying off. And Olaf does so much talking in here, and Josh Gad does a great job with it. It is so much fun. I'm alive. Who said that? I can talk, I can think, I can juggle. Wait, no I can't. I got too confident there. Oh, Olaf is too much fun. And then there are just like a ton of jokes all throughout this. Him having his existential crisis of identity going on. Who the heck am I? And I'm made of snow and walking on snow. That's kind of weird. Gotta toss the jokes in here a lot. And also, if a snowman walks on snow, do they get bigger by collecting snow? Well, that's not a joke in there. That's just me randomly conjecturizing, I suppose. Conjecturizing. That's a word, right? Well, anyway, he eventually, after hilarity ensues, he eventually gets on over to Wandering Oakens. And, well, we know the timing because Anna throws the door open and he gets slammed behind the door. So he actually came that close to apparently meeting Anna right there. You just never knew it. And Olaf, being Olaf, slides down the door when the door closes back up and just laughing. And he laughs so much during this short, and such an infectious laugh. Can't help but love it right there. And when Olaf walks in, we get some other cool Easter eggs. We get to see Oaken putting a price tag up on Anna's dress that she had just been wearing and clearly sold here for what she bought. That answers a bit of your question on where she got her money, right? Being a princess of Arendelle might have been enough to go ahead and put it on credit for her anyway, I would think. Oh, and Olaf goes ahead and notes a joke that may have been caught by people already. But Wandering Oakens is an anagram for naked Norwegians. Oh, to be honest, I hadn't actually run across that before, but that is funny. Love it. Gives a new meaning to having that little sauna out there. And then we get this little joke from Olaf. Hey, I can't even read it. I genuinely don't even know how I just did that. Which also just makes me think of LeFou a little bit from the Gaston song, which also is Josh Gad right there. I just realized I'm illiterate and I haven't actually ever spelled it out loud before. Yeah, that. Anyway. Now, Oaken, as Olaf calls him, the big fuzzy man bear, is all too nice and willing to help Olaf out, even though he's got no money, so let's go ahead and help get him a nose. Sadly, no carrots because he just sold off his last bit of carrots. Now we go through a bunch of noses, and it's a minor hilarity, but to be honest, it didn't really work for me as well as I would have hoped. Ah well, what can you do, right? Can't get them all to work for everybody. But hey, there are a couple other really good things that came out of it. So we got the image viewer where Olaf gets introduced to summer as he sees image after image, and his pupils just keep getting larger and larger as he falls head over heels in love with summer. And oh, that was fun. So see, there you go. Now you know why Olaf knows about summer and how much he loves it. So you're getting these backstory pieces that we didn't need, but hey, they're fun anyway. I sure as heck am not going to complain about it, nor do I think it makes any problem. And in the end, he gets a summer sausage for a nose, which is going to come in handy for the next little bit. So he heads on out, and the wolves are quick to find him. Since when do wolves eat meat? Oh, Olaf, Olaf. Reminds me, I need to do a video about some of those Olaf facts. They're not all quite as accurate as you might think they'd be. Some of them are. Some of them are really neat facts, actually. And, well, you can see and make your guesses right off the bat, and I certainly did, that Olaf is somehow going to lead these wolves to Anna, Kristoff, and Sven. Yeah, it's probably happening. And it does, by the way. So we get this big action chase scene between the wolves and Olaf. And there's some fun stuff in there. I love the walking on his hands with only his head. That was a fun bit. Or as he's spinning and a wolf keeps chomping at his sausage nose. No, no, no. And eventually, the wolves get brought over to Anna and Kristoff and Sven, and at that point Olaf gets off on his own for a bit. And oh, poor Olaf, his sausage nose is broken. But just then, a beautiful carrot drops right in front of him. And then the sled drops right on top of it. And then the sled explodes. Yeah, that didn't go too well. And then we get this really touching bit in the whole short. So there's another wolf that pops on up, begs a little for his sausage, just really wanting super cutely. And Olaf ends up deciding he needs it more than Olaf does and throws it down to him. And then when he falls down, the wolf licks him and snuggles up a little with him. And that leads to Olaf finally remembering his past because it felt like a warm hug. So he remembers playing with Anna and Elsa as kids and finally knows who he is. As he would say, I'm Olaf and I like warm hugs. It was just a tender and loving ending to the short, and I loved that as well. Yeah, no, this was a fun little short. Definitely well done. Loved the writing. The acting was great from Josh Gad in there. The acting was also good from Oaken. And I think all the other stuff was just reused. I don't think anybody came in to do new voice work on some of that. Although, you never know, I could be wrong on that. But yeah, it was a ton of fun. I'm glad to add it over into the canon that is Frozen and get some new backstory pieces as to how things actually happened. Recontextualizes it a little. And hey, tell me, what about you? Have you seen the Once Upon a Snowman short? And if so, what was your favorite part in it? Mine was that ending. Oh, just so tender and sweet. Even though there were so many great jokes, it definitely was that end piece right there. Well, anyway, let me know down below in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done it already. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for another new episode of Freeform Disney. Have a magical day, and may the force be with you. Always.